In this video, we're going to talk about where you can get help with different kinds of questions about your assignments. It's really common when you're working on a writing or a research project to be intimidated or frustrated, and it's not always clear where you can go when you have questions about different aspects of your project. But I'm here to let you know that it's okay. You're definitely not the only one who's having trouble, and there are lots of different people and offices at Simmons who are here to help you with whatever you're struggling with. So the places that we're going to focus on today are the library, the writing center, and your professor, because these are the three primary resources. So the library can help when you are having trouble finding articles or books or other types of evidence to support your arguments in a research paper. We can also help if you just have to do research on a topic and you're not sure where to start, or you're getting frustrated because you know what you're looking for and you just can't find it. We can definitely help point you in the right direction. We can also help with basic citation questions. If you have a particular source and you're just not sure how to cite it, then we can definitely walk you through that. The Writing Center is here to help when you have questions about all aspects of the writing process, from brainstorming topic ideas all the way to editing and adding your citations for your paper. And they're really good at helping with things like grammar, sentence structure, how to organize your paper, anything to do with the writing process. The Writing Center is also where we have experts on APA citations and APA format. So if you have in-depth citation questions, or you have a lot of APA questions, or you feel like you just need someone to sit down and explain the whole process to you, then the Writing Center is definitely the place to go for that. And finally, your professor is really going to be the best person to answer questions about your assignment. So if you feel like you just don't understand what you're being asked to do, or if you have a question about the expectations for your assignment, then your professor is really the only person who's going to be able to answer that. Folks in the library and the Writing Center are familiar enough with the assignments that we can help with our aspects of it, but we're ultimately not the ones who are going to be grading your paper. So you really want to check in with your professor when you're not sure exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Your professor is also going to be the best person to ask when you have questions about the content of your course. So if you are having trouble with critiquing different sources or anything else related to the content, really if someone would need to be a nurse to answer your question, then your professor is going to be the best person to ask because folks in the library and the Writing Center do not have a nursing background. So when you do want to get help from the library, there are a lot of different ways that you can do it. Anytime that the library is open, you can always chat, call, or email us. And you can also make an appointment to talk to a librarian either by phone, or we can set up a web conference and we can really go into those more in-depth individual questions. You can find out how to get in touch with the library by going to the library website. So it's simmons.edu/library. So we have this Ask a Librarian right here. And this again is going to show you all the different ways that you can get in touch with the library. So if you have a quick question or you just really need help right this second, you can't wait for one individual person to get back to you, then it's best to contact our reference desk. So we always have a librarian available anytime that the library is open to answer your questions as they come in. So you can chat, you can send us an email, or you can give us a call. You're of course welcome to come in person if you do happen to live in the area. And if you have a little bit more time and you really want a little bit more in-depth help, then you can also make an appointment to meet with a librarian. So you can meet with me or any of the other librarians. I am the nursing specialist at Simmons, but all of the librarians have the information and the training that they need to help point you in the right direction. So you can make an appointment with any one of us. So you can either click on my name Or if you are really pressed for time, you just need to find a time that works, you can use this no preference and it will show you everyone's availability at once. So definitely don't hesitate to make an appointment if you do want individual help searching or going through your sources or anything like that. You can also email me if you don't find a time that works for you and you really want to set up an appointment. I always have a little bit of flexibility and I can definitely find a time that will work. So don't hesitate to reach out to the library anytime that you have questions, even if you're not sure if a librarian will be able to answer your question, even if we don't have the expertise that's needed to fully answer your question. We'll do whatever we can to help in the moment, and we're also happy to help point you to the people who really will be able to help.